Hey everyone, episode 185 with the low-hanging fruit, John and Andy and myself. We touched on a bunch of crap, basically. We were talking about sugar ratings on products. We were talking about the dangers of smoking, John and some substances that he'd bought. There was some talk about a game that's currently causing a lot of commotion on the scene, being ultra woke. Andy reviewed something in Sydney. Then we came up with a list of people that need to be executed on site. And yeah, we filled in like 3 hours, somewhere in there. Nevertheless, like, share, follow, subscribe, all the usual stuff. If you could find it in yourself to share this episode and anything you've liked to this point, really appreciate it. And yes, there has been a name change, and yes, I will address it in a later episode. But for now, I just want to get these out. But definitely before the end of the year, I'll have something to say about it. But anyway, for now, enjoy.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
My name is Inigo Montoya.
Let's rock.
You killed my father. Prepare to die.
What is it with walls?
Leave a message, baby. I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Yes.
Wait for the boot and
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that live there. Will you shut up, man?
Weird.
I'm Chris Hansen.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk. Spit on that thing.
Unless you're scripted, you're useless. Unless you're scripted, you're useless.
The amount of shit in like Kingstons, like anything that's like processed, like Arnott's and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Those cookies last forever.
Well, isn't it like Anzac biscuit stuff?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like any of those assortments or whatever. Yeah, think about it. I mean, how long do donuts last in a pack? And they're highly sugar as well.
A day?
No, not a day.
You mean before they go stale or what?
No, you still eat them.
Forever. Yeah. No. But they'll be stale, they'll be suck. They'll suck ass.
Well, it's not forever, but I'm just saying.
It's the wheat.
Huh?
The wheat will go stale.
Yeah, but how long until mold starts forming on them?
Oh.
Even if they're stale, you can microwave them and bring them back to health. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Okay,
It's the same.
All right, it's not fresh out of the packet. I'm just making a point. Why are you fighting me on this?
You got a very good point.
I'm going to agree with you on that one. I did bring you a little treat, though.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
Well, he's got that stupid glint in his eye now. I can't trust it.
No, you can't.
No.
But I brought you a little present.
No. Do I want
He
it?
bought you a CD key to Vailgub.
No way, I'm not spending money on that.
That is so bad. Well, I was going to say, I don't want to spend all day talking about Vanguard.
No.
But
Vailgub.
Vanguard, sorry, not Vanguard. But the fact that I actually did sit, you know all those links you sent? I did actually sit through most of them.
Oh, that's good.
Because I was curious to see just what was going on. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like just terrible.
$350 million. Anyway,
We can touch on it. We'll touch on it later.
$350 million.
I would like to adjust this sound before we...
All right, go. What do you need?
I'm already comfortable.
Just softer.
Lower.
Lower.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. There were people here.
Are they deaf or...?
They are actually Holter.
Okay. Wow. Huh?
That explains
You gotta
it.
turn it up.
What, you want higher now?
No. I'm saying that's...
It's too soft.
No, I was just making a point.
Oh, is it?
thought something felt wrong.
You know, it's right and left.
It says the L and R is on the... Just above the cup on the actual frame. Just above the cup. There's a little R and
That's
L.
on every set of headphones across the world, John.
Oh, it is too.
Are you for real?
Yeah, no, I thought they were just like cheapo ones, that's
Every
why.
set of headphones.
Everything's cheapo in here. We can't afford anything.
Cheapo? These are cheapo. Are you for real?
No, I said I thought maybe they were cheapo ones, and that's why they didn't say it.
I've spent more on equipment in this room than I have on
your own house.
Clothes
On your
for
underwear.
myself.
Yeah, your underwear.
Underwear, no.
No.
Oh, you take care of your underwear.
Yeah, because I think
Bamboo.
it's... Of all items of clothing...
That's me.
No, I think of all items in clothing, the easiest to replace and get sizing for is underwear and socks. And it shits me if you're walking around with socks with like holes in them or underwear that's just like frayed. Yeah, I used to do it because I used to work in warehousing. My socks would always get like just worn through.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're wearing boots and all that sort of shit. But to avoid... my mum, like, was it last year or the year before? She said, "What do you want for your birthday? I don't know what to get you." I'm like, "I don't want anything, man. I'm a grown man." She's like, "No, get something."
I want some cake.
No.
And I want a pair of socks.
No.
With dinosaurs on them.
I didn't say that. Because she said, it was when I think it was when I first moved, maybe, last year, like the last move I did. And she's like, "What do you want me to get you for the house?" I go, "I need nothing." I go, "What are you going to get me?" I go, I've moved like 4 times. I've refurnished the house like 80,000 times now. I'm done. What did you bring, by the way?
A drink.
Yeah, what drink? Is it more of your like no-name brand, zero sugars?
Yeah, it's just a healthy soft drink.
I still remember that last drink you brought.
Is that even such a thing, a healthy soft drink?
Yeah. Do you remember we got that one last time?
It's like carbonation itself bad
and we
for your body.
we couldn't place the flavour, and I placed it. And I said it was like one of those...
the juice. The fruit juice. The berry fruit juice.
Yeah.
And you were like, it tastes like cough medicine or something.
No, it tasted like a Chupa Chup. It tasted like one of those cola Chupa Chups that we had when we were
Would you
kids.
like some? Would you like to try some?
We need to put it in a...
Well, give me something. I'll give you a little bit.
There's a mug right behind you.
I love how I've actually got like fake raspberry Fanta, and you've got like proper raspberry drinks. Don't put it in there.
It'll stain it.
Yeah.
Red ring.
You want some?
No, it's just funny. Like you're sitting opposite. I should take a photo of this before we leave. Like literally, the vitamins are just lacking. Hang on. This is what we're about. Okay, cool.
Mine's coloured with black carrot juice. Would you like some?
Nah.
Have a little sip.
I don't want any.
Yeah, just taste a little.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
You'll be right.
He makes a big deal and then he complains.
I know you don't have chlamydia. It's okay. You
Okay,
can
hang on. Prebiotic soda. Ooh. If that isn't a wanky drink... Like,
wait.
I was going to say...
I got an app.
Oh, for God's sake, you're not using that
where it
carrot
actually...
shit.
Yes. Yes. Let me scan it.
Is this where it actually brings up the whole nutrition? Oh, here we go. Hang on. Oh, wait a second. Don't scan anything yet.
Yeah.
All right. So Andy has a habit of doing this. He comes in with some bullshit drink that he bought off the black market that no one's ever heard of. Right? And it's like 9 out of 10 coders use this. Like, okay, fantastic. Right? There'll be some influencer in the crypto world from the other side of like Norway or something that uses, what's a Norwegian name? Henrik?
Hans?
Frederick.
Yes, okay, we'll go with that.
We'll go Frederick, yeah? Skolarsson or something. Frederick Skolarsson, a leading biotech developer at, monkeykrypto.e, like some random domain. He was actually involved in the makeup of Sodali, We try the prebiotic soda, right? And so Andy comes along and he does this every time. This has got 10 calories per serve. It's by Remedy. It advertises no sugar. I have got a good old-fashioned, traditional, reliable
Let me scan the
Fanta raspberry.
I got a packet. I got a packet of Arnott's Kingstons, by the way. Dim's got a bottle.
What did it say about the Arnott's Kingstons?
We'll reveal it all at the end. Death.
To be fair, I used the app once on some butter, and it was like terrible. The butter is bad for you, and I'm like, all right, uninstalling this app.
Yeah, dude. One of my mates is a PT, a big gym junkie. He told me about it. And he's like, he brought it home.
It's terrible.
They started going through the pantry, him and his wife, and he was literally shocked. He's like, what is this?
Yeah.
So wait, what did the Fanta come up as? Okay. All right, so preconceived health choices. I got the Fanta Zero Sugar because I figured zero sugar was better than normal sugar. And I actually like raspberry Fanta, so I figure, how often am I in the studio? Once a month now, if that. A red Fanta every now and then is not going to, break the bank or the cholesterol levels. What's it rate? What's that app rate Fanta as?
So, it has a rating out of 100, everything you do. And it doesn't base it on I've gone through just a whole bunch of random stuff around the house, at work, just things, right? Like butter. We'll start with butter, okay?
What butter do you use?
3 different types of butters. So there's Western Star at home. Then there's
it's a classic wok staple.
I was going to say, isn't the Western Star the one they have at the reception centres?
Yeah. In the little things,
Devondale.
It's like rock hard when they bring it
and then the buttery Proactive.
I don't know that one.
That's the one that's supposed to help you with your cholesterol.
The fake butter.
Yeah.
The Nuddlex thing.
No, it's Proactive.
Margarine.
I don't know. No,
You tried?
I don't think it's
Have a little
margarine.
taste.
So Western Star in general would be, where was it? I just lost it. All right, it's bad. Okay, it's a 4 out of 100.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, so 100 means good.
Yeah. So
Shit.
it contains additives to avoid.
yeah.
German scientists are considering it for their next war weapon.
Too many
man.
calories.
I mean, it's butter.
Saturates ratio. A bit of sugar in it. That's probably a bit too much. And sodium, a bit too much salt. So that's just the general thing.
Hitting all the
Positives, though,
markers.
protein's very good. Okay. Then you've got, where was it? The Devondale. Devondale is a 2 out of 100.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Same thing. It's the exact same things. Contains risky additives. Too many calories. Saturates are bad for you.
Just
the
a
sugar,
question.
sodium.
How do they actually get ranked, though? Like, where does the ranking come
What's
from?
it linked to? So it's probably basing it on
Is it just basing it on, like, fat count, sodium count, whatever?
So here it has like levels. So it's over, what is it? 113 calories.
Okay.
Kilojoules,
So I think how it works is they have a 100 score, and each thing, so let's say they have a preservative that has been known to be bad for you, it's rated between, say, 1 and 10 on how bad that preservative is,
Okay, cool.
and then it deducts it from the score, and then it does that for each sodium per serving, fat per serving.
Yeah, it's got its own
All that.
algorithm
Yeah,
based
exactly.
on what the survey is. Yeah,
So then, like that proactive butter, it's still poor. It's 33 out of 100 because it's at the end of the day, too many additives.
But they're probably like, the calories aren't as bad as saturated.
well, it's not-
more calories than butter. It's 241 kilojoules.
But it's not
sorry.
2% as opposed to 33%. That's a big jump.
Yeah, well, it's much. It's better. It's
a
not
lot
bad.
better.
But it's still poor.
It's a lot better, though.
Yeah.
So what would be 100%?
I haven't come across anything yet that's 100%.
What would be 100% butter?
Something that's just
So
butter.
excellent. Sour gummy bears is a 78 out of 100.
How?
I don't know. It just is.
See, this
good
is the problem
fiber
that I found
no
with the app.
saturates, low sugar, low sodium. That's it. Negatives, it contains additives and a bit too many kilojoules, 431.
All right, so what was the problem you found with the app?
That it's ranking things based on more heavily towards like calories than it is the actual health of the product. So, for example, like you were saying, how do you rate a better butter? You don't really. Like, they're going to rate all butters, and it even comes up when you scan any butter, it says, this product is bad because it has high saturated fat.
Yeah.
But it's been proven that that's not the case.
Well, it wasn't saying saturated fats. It was saying more because of the salt intake.
So when you scan butter, it doesn't pop up with a thing, because mine always
Comes
popped
up with a number.
No, mine popped up saying all butters are considered bad.
No, it just it scans the item and then it comes up. So the additive, it has too many additives that are bad, like that aren't good for you.
Inside a note, the app was developed by someone in the margarine industry.
Yeah. But like, how are gummy bears 78?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
It's all sugar. It's just 100% sugar.
No, apparently this one isn't.
What is it?
It's the sour gummy bears.
What are they?
No sugar.
So they have citric acid.
I don't know, but it's saying fiber's good for you, excellent fiber, no saturated
Where are they getting
fat.
fiber from in gummy bears?
Well, it's 31 grams of fiber.
John's
From
the type
what?
of guy to go to his doctor with a list of like his healthy options and be like sour
Additives?
gummy bears.
Contains additives. Limited risk.
Dude, what do you mean the app?
All right.
Just handfuls.
So the bad additives that are in it is steviol glycosides. Glycosides.
Is
what
that
it
sugar?
Sweetener?
Like a sweetener? Yeah.
That's a natural sweetener.
I don't know, but it's saying limited risk. Limited risk is pectin, 440A, whatever, texturizing agent. And then carnauba wax, which is a risk-free. It's a coating agent, 903, whatever that is. So it seems to put a lot of details into it, so what it has. Then you can do with it what you want. Okay, so...
the raspberry
How are
jar.
the biscuits? You didn't tell us about the biscuits.
I'm going to tell you in a minute.
All right, start with the biscuits.
All right, the biscuits are Honest Kingston biscuits, 200 grams. Out of 100, they are 9. They have low salt, which is the good thing. The bad thing is additives, too fatty, too sweet, and too many calories.
I believe Kingstons are completely underrated.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have them. Dude. What's he laughing?
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
And then proceeds to go grab and eat one straight away. Like you sparked something in his brain.
I loved them as a kid, and I'll have one later. I loved them as a kid.
One.
And can you relax? When I was a kid, they would always pop up at like, like school canteens and like Yeah, shit like that. When they'd get the plate out with the fake crap on it.
They're the best when they're fresh.
But I didn't know what they were. And it must have been about 10, 15 years ago. I found them at Woolies. I'm like, oh, these are the ones. Dude, I used to buy a bag of like a pack for work. I'd destroy them in like a day.
Yeah.
Is it Kensingtons, which are the next ones up, which are bigger?
Yeah, I think so.
They're nice too.
Yeah, they're similar, aren't they?
Yeah,
Anyway.
but I think it's just a bigger version. Fanta Zero Sugar Raspberry. Out of 100. 39.
Oh!
It's classified as poor, but not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad for
Not
soft drinks.
bad. Not bad. Ranking better than butter right
Negatives. The only negative thing it has is contains risky additives.
now. Literally. In the
Do you
lab,
want to hear what they are?
In the lab, it comes from a bottle with a skull on it.
He's got wearing gloves.
It's fine.
Dude, it's behind a radiation wall.
So, we'll start from the bottom with the
What happened to Hank? He was old. He was trying to make some zero sugar. Jesus, when will they stop this barbaric ritual?
So, from the best thing on there, which is risk-free, citric acid, 330. Then in the limited risk is artificial flavour, chemical synthesis product for flavouring, limited risk. Then into the moderate risk. So there was 1 limited, 1 moderate, and 3 hazardous.
The fact that hazardous comes up on a drink that is sold at retail to kids. How can, it's like cigarettes say hazardous to your health. You know
just
what I mean?
a thing of cigarettes.
I've got a deck here.
I don't know if it'll come up.
I've got a deck here.
All right. So, under the moderate category at 202.
It's like 98 out of 100.
Not bad. Not bad.
In moderation.
Yeah.
Zero cholesterol, zero saturated fats.
So,
Guilt-free calories.
at moderate risk, which is a preservative, potassium sorbate.
You go to your doctor and you walk in with a dart and a bag of gummies. What are you doing? Low sodium, mate.
Sugar-free. 1 calorie per serve.
So, at a preservative, which is a moderate risk, is potassium sorbate. I don't know. Hazardous, 955. Sweetener,
Yeah.
sucralose.
Yeah, sucralose terrible. Shit's poison.
Then another hazardous, which is a sweetener, is a salsifame K.
Yeah.
Hazardous, 950.
Yeah. That's the one that most no sugar brands use.
Okay. Then hazardous, food colouring, azurabine. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Sounds like from
122.
Something from Game of
So,
Thrones.
yeah, sounds like a bad guy, yeah.
Azurabine is coming.
Winter is coming. So, remedy sodally.
What happened to that secret agent? I fed him some azurabine. Well done.
Quite hazardous.
He didn't read the label where it said hazardous to his health. It's like the guy's drinking a Fanta.
Hello, 007. Can I get you a Fanta?
As you can see in front of you, we have 2 glasses. One glass is a azurabine, and in the other, a practically harmless substitute. You chose Polly.
They're both poisoned. Princess Bride. I was just thinking that. You fool. They were both poisoned. Anyway, continue.
All right. Remedy sodally. Out of 100.
I haven't even tasted it yet.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Let me taste it first.
Yeah, taste it first.
Start
and then
the
you can be
death
shocked.
count. Yep.
Tastes like ass. What do you mean?
Does it taste shit? Give me a lid full. Give me a cap full.
It tastes like shit. It tastes like crap. What do you mean? I mean, it tastes like crap.
That smells like cordial from the
Yeah,
from the
man,
90s.
it does. I need a Kingston to wash out that flavour. Cleanse the palate. Look at John's face.
There's no way it's that bad.
It's shit.
Did you take one? It's not bad. It just tastes like a sugarless, like soft
Creamy
drink.
soda or something.
Yeah,
That's
but
how I
like-
see it.
It tastes like flat, diluted
How is
creamy
it
soda.
flat? It's fucking bubbly.
Yeah, but that's how it tastes.
Continue.
Who was it? Someone was it? I think it was maybe in the last podcast I didn't hear. I haven't edited it yet. Someone said something wasn't that bad. And I said, if it's not that bad, I don't want it. I need something that's good, nice, preferable. You know?
I'll tell you what, it could be colder though.
Oh, put it in the fridge.
Put it back in
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
fridge.
get it back in the fridge.
It's going to go flat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if someone says, oh, it's not that bad, it's like, well, I don't want it. If I've got the option of nothing and not that bad, I'll take nothing. Like,
Not that bad.
it's not that bad.
He's stuck on a deserted island and he's like, do I crack open the turtle and eat it? Or do I just go with nothing?
It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Turtle? Coconut.
We have enough coconuts, eventually you have a turtle.
I'm sick of coconuts. I want to try something new. How was the turtle? It's not that bad.
It's not bad.
Okay, so Remedy Sodally. Out of 100.
30.
69.
Oh,
So it's good.
well.
It's good.
He's just fanning
So,
himself.
What a number.
He's fanning
It
himself.
was meant to be.
He's gone red. So there's no additives, no saturates 1 gram, no sugar, no very low sodium, it's still 5 milligrams,
Yeah.
and energy is low impact, 41 kilojoules.
Yeah, but do you know what the difference is?
No.
And I'll be dead set honest, yeah? Let's say I was looking to buy stuff for the fridge in the studio, right? And I'm at the Woolies or whatever. Actually, you wouldn't get your things at the Woolies. It'd be off at the boat at the docks. Or some health store in the middle of, what's it called? Ferntree Gully. Or Bayswater.
Welcome to Tom's Organic.
Yeah, dude.
Even like apple juice is 34 out of 100.
Okay.
Honest pressed apple juice.
Yeah.
This is
Probably has sugar.
This is the thing, right? So if I was looking to stock the shit for the studio, right? My brain, like I could scan them both. One comes up as 69, one comes up as, the other one? 39?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So clearly there's a health difference between the two. The motivation, though, behind it is I don't drink this shit often. I drink it maybe once a month. It's like, nah, I'm going to just get a Fanta.
Yeah.
It's probably cheaper, worse for me, tastes exactly how I want it to taste, and I'm only having it once a month. If I'm having like 12 in a year.
Yeah. Ah, fair enough.
Do you know what I mean?
I only found
Honestly, that's how I feel.
the way I see it, somebody who would be using this would be somebody who like has very strict restrictions, probably. So I got it off my manager, who's pretty bad, but diabetic. And I was like, "What's that?" She showed me. I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll look into it."
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why I just use it just for a laugh. But
Oh, the cigarettes.
no, the Cocaine Arachide Savor Barbecue. You know those peanuts?
Oh, yeah.
Out of 100.
Oh, I'm going like 4.
Yeah, I was going to say 4 or 5.
I don't think they can do negatives below 0, but it's a 0 out of 100.
Damn, yeah.
Contains risky additives.
Yeah, it's bad, that one.
Silicon dioxide at hazardous. Monosodium glutamate at hazardous. Acesulfame K, which is that sweetener, hazardous. Disodium guanylate, whatever it is, limited. Acacia gum, limited. Sodium carbonates, limited. Absorbic acid, risk-free. Sodium isonate, risk-free.
Isonate.
The thing is...
It's all anti-caking agent, flavor enhancer, sweetener, flavor enhancer, texturizing agent, antioxidant, flavor enhancer. Too much salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. Can you just do me a favour?
Oh, scan them, yeah.
All right.
Some nuts as a positive.
All right. Do me a favour. Scan these.
It won't scan.
I doubt it'll come up because these are Greek.
It's 10% nuts. It's like, hang on a second, what? What's the other
Unknown. You got to fill in the details.
Okay, cool. So this is the thing, right? This is a pack of cigarettes from Greece, okay? I mean, I don't think there's even any in here. There's a few.
Not for long.
This is the thing, okay? We're all adults.
A Fanta and a smoke.
Okay, yeah, oh, yeah, mate.
I'm in heaven.
Sounds like heaven. All right.
Blood out the arse, blood out the mouth.
Love it. All right. This is the thing. So we're all adults, okay? And we can do anything we want anywhere in the world, okay? Like there's no restrictions or anything like that.
So I can go around nude.
100%. You get arrested, but you can do it. Now, this is the irony of it. This cigarette packet has got a picture of a kid with a pacifier and a dart hanging out of the pacifier, right? And it says, in Greek, it says, Τα παιδιά των καπνιστών είναι πιο πιθανό να αρχίσουν να καπνίζουν. Okay, so kids of smokers are more likely to start smoking themselves, right?
Yeah.
That's what the warning is.
Yeah.
When you flip it on its side, it says, okay, so it says cigarette smoke has over 70 substances which are known to cause cancer. All right? If this comes in at 0, let's just assume it comes in at 0, right? That's the same as those fucking peanut things that you were talking about.
Yeah, but the difference is there'll be 70 chemicals.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
The
is...
peanuts only have 12.
Yeah, but the point is all of these things, like the Fanta, the peanuts, whatever, right? They've all got substances which are hazardous, like literally hazardous. The ciggies have got warning labels on them, so it says this will cause cancer, right? But you can still buy them.
Yeah.
There's no stopping it. You know what I mean?
Money.
Because it's just easier to tax them, that's why.
Scan these. See if this comes up. I got a pack of Advil.
No, it won't come with drugs. It'll be food.
I mean, look at all the tobacco shops that are going up in fire at the moment. You really think they're going to make cigarettes illegal?
No, but dude,
They don't have a barcode.
of course they don't. They're American.
Where did you get this from?
America.
No, I bought them from Safeway.
How the hell did you scan them?
There's a Woolies. I don't know. That's just how the pack
probably
came.
comes in a box.
Yeah, they scan the
the
actual.
outside.
That's an inner. Yeah. Oh well. Dude, cigarettes. I've gone to so many shops.
Is that Advil?
Yeah.
Have you ever left one in your mouth?
No. Why?
Try it. See what it tastes like.
Why would I do that?
Tastes like fish.
It's covered in sugar.
Oh yeah, no. It leaves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's slightly sweet. Yeah. Yeah, American shit. Dude,
It's the same as Nurofen. Nurofen has the same tablets. It's the exact same thing.
I'll be fucked if you actually did a survey in Melbourne and looked up real estate, retail real estate that's shut down in the last 24 to 36 months. I swear to God, I will put money on it. There's like a 75% chance that it's been replaced by a tobacco shisha vape shop. 100%. I'm telling you.
What percentage would you say people are that go to the shisha shops and smoke now?
Oh man, I won't lie. I've been to one in the last 6 months.
I don't know. Are they expensive to go to?
Well, it depends. It depends on the area.
So are you paying to sit there or are you paying there to smoke it?
Oh, wait. Are you talking about shisha lounges or are you talking about smoke shops? There's two different things.
I think you're talking about the lounge.
Yeah,
originally.
yeah.
Okay, the lounge.
Didn't you say you just went there?
Okay, the lounge. I went to one. The last time I would have gone to one was. I know exactly when I went. As in, I remember the night. I was with a mate. He just said, "Let's go for a ride," and he felt like a kebab, so we ended up finding a kebab joint, and above it was a shisha lounge. So we said, "Oh fuck it, let's have a sit down." We ended up eating there and just having a smoke for like an hour and just talking shit, probably 2 hours. This year, I've probably gone to maybe 1 or 2 shisha lounges.
Okay.
Maybe. What are we in November?
And the question was, how much are they?
Okay.
And how are they, like, is it by you sitting there or is it by
time or is it like a land cafe where you just pay?
It's typically how many shishas you actually hire.
Okay.
How big your group is. If it's just us 3, we'd probably only hire 1. We'd have 2 hoses running to it and we'd share the hose itself and we'd have our own little filter thing. You know what I mean? And while you're sitting there, like typically you're going to have a drink, and some serve foods, most don't, sometimes it's just like finger foods or chips or tea or whatever. I can't tell you what it costs. It's not that expensive. It really isn't. But it's really just a social thing.
Yeah, but in proportion to $20 or are we looking at $80 or $150?
No. If you and I went for like 2 hours, we might blow $30. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's not too bad.
That's pretty cheap.
30
Each?
No. As a duo, maybe $30 to $50 between the two of us, and that's including like the shisha, like a flavour, tea, maybe a drink, and
you're getting tea out of it too.
Yeah, they usually bring you like green tea or something because it's usually run by Afghans or it's run by Arabs. Yeah, more often than not, Pakistanis, Afghans, or Arabs.
This is complete. Like I have no idea. Is shisha? Is it hazardous to you like cigarettes?
Yeah, but there's no nicotine in it. It's all tobacco.
But isn't tobacco still bad for you?
Tobacco is bad, but it hasn't it hasn't got the toxins of nicotine in it, so it doesn't become addictive. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Does it make and it's flavor?
Yeah,
you can flavor tobacco.
It, yeah.
Whereas nicotine is just straight like arsenic and cyanide sort of shit.
Didn't chewable tobacco never have nicotine either?
Yeah, but it always used to fuck their teeth, didn't it?
It gave them mouth cancer.
Yeah.
Throat cancer, jaw cancer.
I'm not saying it's good for you. I'm just saying it's less hazardous than...
No, I'm just saying, I don't think nicotine was the bad thing.
No, nicotine is bad.
Yeah, nicotine's probably one of the worst
Dude,
things.
it's carbon monoxide. Straight carbon monoxide.
Oh, I've heard different.
You may as well suck the exhaust of your car. It's the same fumes.
Oh, fuck, you don't have to tell me. I don't do either.
Okay, let me ask you a question, man. How many times have you ever had like a cigarette?
The last time I had one was when I was 13.
Okay.
First and last time.
If you smoke a cigarette properly, right? Like, don't just pull in the smoke and blow it out of your mouth. Like, actually inhale it into your lungs.
Yeah.
Right? It feels like a burning.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like
it's
a
horrible.
burning.
Yeah.
Yeah? You're literally setting your lungs on fire.
And people pay to do that.
Yeah. You know, like with the sugar. You remember how you said with the sugar, it's like sugar chews through your arteries?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, you remember that?
Yeah, yeah, because it's like you described it as sand in your shoe or something. Like
Imagine, so when you go to the beach, imagine, when you get sand in your eye, imagine a grain of sand in your eye. They replace that sand with powdered crushed glass.
Yeah.
And then replace eye with your veins. And that's what it's doing. It's just scarring everything up and causing,
So smoking a cigarette has that sensation. It's shit, right? But the after effect of it is that what it does is it blocks off oxygen to your brain, because what it does is it attacks like the oxygen cells, the red cells in your body that move oxygen to the brain, which we know is vital for human life, right? But that creates a sense of euphoria. That's why, like, when people that's why, like, David Carradine was found in his closet in Thailand with the tie around his neck.
Autoerotic
asphyxiation. Because cutting off the blood, oxygen circulation to his brain, the oxygen supply, obviously gave him that euphoric high. And that's what cigarettes do. They slow the blood oxygen flow, but byproduct, you're not only like polluting your lungs and setting them on fire, you're also planting the shit in the rest of your body.
The funny thing, though, is like all these things that you use to get artificial highs, your dopamine hits and your euphoria and all that stuff, is easily supplanted by actual natural things.
Oh, yeah.
Like painting figurines.
Well, I wasn't going to go there, but I was just going to say, like, I don't know, like, just...
Look at the shading on the red.
Dude, one stroke of the brush.
Like, spasm just goes into full spasm.
I was going to bring some today, but I thought, no, I don't want to overwhelm them with too many minutes.
You picture a guy like in the 70s or like even earlier, like 60s. He's like in New York, in Manhattan. He's got like the slacks, the faded white shirt, brown tie. Goes home to his like 60s apartment with all the velour and like drab colours and shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, takes his shoes off, turns on the TV, sits down. You see him like fidgeting like with his little box and stuff. You think he's setting up like a pipe or something, and just pulls out a figurine and starts stroking it with just a little ink pot. Like,
how was your day, honey?
Well, like all these things, like because you're using them consistently to get artificial highs, then you can't experience a proper high properly.
I think it diminishes when life is supposed to you're supposed to take on life.
Yeah.
As a natural thing.
Yeah.
Just stopping the feed for a second. If you've made it this far and you haven't already, please subscribe to our Spotify, YouTube, and social media accounts. For every new like that we receive, we get a crisp $100 bill from Mark Zuckerberg, and we put it right back into production costs. This, of course, is absolute nonsense and made up, but we'd still really appreciate the like. And now back to the episode. Yeah, dude, going back, say, 20 years, I know a kid, I remember a kid saying to me, was like a friend of a friend of a friend. I haven't spoken to him in 20 years, but I remember him saying to me, after he turned 18, 19, and he started going clubbing and doing all that sort of shit, he got caught up in a scene where he was popping pills and things like that. I've never done that sort of stuff, but he was saying that it got to a point where he was popping them in the middle of the day because he was still trying to, when it was coming down, he was trying to get that high and the serotonin. Yeah. And that's when he said, what am I doing? Like, it's daytime. So I'm not even at a club or anything with friends. I'm done. Like, that's when he pulled the pin on it.
And that's
called addiction.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to that point when you realize this is no longer just,
But sadly enough, like, a lot of people don't come to that point. Like, I've got plenty of friends who are like, I'm not an alcoholic. And I'll be like, what did you do yesterday? Oh, I just stayed at home and had a bottle of wine.
A whole bottle?
Oh, yeah, dude.
On your own? During the day? Like,
yeah.
something's wrong there.
No.
Go walk in the sun.
Yeah, no. Dude. But the thing is, most alcoholics don't actually know they have a problem.
Yeah.
Because if they haven't had the right education or they've just been in that surrounding. I remember the R31 forum, man. Like, this is 2005, so 20 years ago. Like, you know the forums, man. Like, there's 100 threads, gaming, what, you know what I mean?
Don't worry, I lived on the Skyline forums.
Yeah.
You?
And I remember...
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you have a Skyline?
I had one, yeah, the black one.
I had the 34.
Yeah.
You know that.
I thought you knew.
I thought you had the Audi and then...
That was a long time ago.
No,
this is before the Audi.
Yeah. And then I remember a guy posted a thread up saying, guys, this has happened in my life recently, and I want to get some clarification, some insight. And he said his missus had turned around to him and said, you've got a drinking problem, you've got to stop. And he didn't know if she was just attacking him or whatever. And so everyone's just like, you know, okay, so what are you drinking? You know, how much are you drinking? He was drinking like a slab a night.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like literally a 6-pack to a slab, like in there. It was like a 6-pack standard.
He's got problems.
He would come home and smash a 6-pack of bourbon like it was nothing, and then chew into a slab. Maybe wouldn't finish a slab, but it'd be like 6 to 12 cans minimum. And everyone was like, "What the fuck? Like that's bad, man. Like how?" He's like, "Well, it's just what I've always done. I just thought it was normal. Like, you know, old man was like that, brother was like that." And everyone, I remember everyone's questions were like, "How do you feel like when you're not drinking?" Is terrible. Like I come down with all the what are they called? When you're coming off a drug or something.
Oh,
what's the word? Why am I? You know what?
Not drawback. I'm going to get there.
Drawbacks. Withdrawals. That's
Thank you.
it. Yeah. He goes, I feel like I'm in pain. I can't concentrate. Migraines. Basically, want to throw up. As soon as I have a can, I'm fine. And everyone's like, I remember everyone. No one supported it. Everyone's like, dude, it's big of you to come on here and like discuss it. But that is not normal. That is definitely something you need to have a chat to your GP about. That's like you need help. Like that's fucked up. But the guy was coming from a place where he had no idea. You know what I mean? But dude, I know people that would drink a bottle of wine in a night on their own. You know, like if you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? And
it goes back to the packet of cigarettes. If your family do it, your kids are more likely to do it. Same thing.
Dude, we all grew up in cars where like oldies were smoking. There's so many photos of us around like birthday cakes at like 4 years old. There's an ashtray. There's a dart. You know what I mean? That was standard.
Yeah. It's the same with domestic violence, isn't it? The more likely a child is raised in a violent household, they'll grow up to do the same.
Unless they're educated. Yeah. You know, and actually see it as being something fucked up.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean, dude. Like we said, like I was just saying, you know, like this has got hazardous materials in it. So what difference does it make whether it's a pack of smokes or it's in a bottle of Coke?
So what I was going to say earlier is everyone is starting to be a little bit more switched on about these chemicals and the shit that they're using to mass produce all these products.
Enter vapes.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But the safer alternative to smoking.
But the point is that these dosage in each of these items isn't going to kill you, or it's not even really probably going to make you sick in the long run, or, you know, right at the end of your life, maybe. But the problem is that everyone's starting to use them because you can mass produce them, they're cheap, and it's really, really cost efficient. Yeah. So let's say you have a Fanta, then you go home and eat something that has more of the same chemicals. Then you go and do something else that is more chemicals. Let's say, for example, the plastic that you have in that or whatever has leached into your drink. You just add more chemicals to that. So it's a compounding daily effect of people that are saying, oh, well, I only drink one a week, I only drink one a month, but what about everything else you're doing?
Yeah.
What about the packet of biscuits, or what about your takeaway box? Or there's all these little things that are being leached into food in general from beginning to end. The wheat that came from there is probably full of pesticides and all that crap that is covered in it, and you consume it in the end. It's a whole spectrum of things.
That's like, this is a similar topic. I came across a house that was being built, and I'm bringing this back to make a point about the miniatures. I wanted to build some terrain. Stuff, and it's extremely expensive to buy foam here in Australia. Here, XPS foam is non-existent here in Australia. A lot of people in America and overseas use it from insulation.
Yeah.
Overseas, they use XPS foam for insulation. Here, we use either the fiberglass or the crap that spits out, which they ended up getting rid of. That was the government stuff. And I came across a house as I was driving to work, and they just had a mountain of all this foam, blue XPS foam.
So you were trespassing and stealing?
No, I was a gentleman. I pulled over. I went up and I asked the builder. I go, "Who's the guy in charge here?" And he's like, "Me." I'm like, "Oh, all that foam, are those cut-offs? Rubbish? What are they?" He goes, "Yeah, just cut-offs and rubbish." I go, "Cool. Do you mind if I take some?" He's like, "Sure, help yourself."
If you would do something for me.
I'm just going to get the truck.
So then I grabbed it.
starts looking for all the copper pipes.
So I did go back later that night at 7 o'clock at night with a mate in his trailer. He's like, "You sure we can do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, he gave me a go.
Did you bring the bolt cutters? Yeah, just get the fence. We have permission to be here, don't worry."
So I went from like
gets the sausage links out.
Why are you standing on the roof of the car? He just looks over the fence. There we go.
I'll distract the dogs up here. You go grab the phone.
What's the thing?
Hurry!
How many things can you give a pooch?
Do something about Mary. How many is that? 4. That's a lot. How much speed can you want little pooch? Are you sure it won't kill him? I never said that.
So I went from getting like 5 or 6 pieces through them in my boot to then going back and getting a trailer full, which had like a couple hundred in there.
How much do you need for a terrain? They're tiny little things.
It was free. It was free. No, like terrain.
It's on eBay. 100%.
Yeah, all the other nerdlingers have lined up.
Legitimately acquired foam.
We've got the foam guy.
No, because to build stuff, like say if you want to build like a mountain or you want to build things, you do it.
Do you know what you could do?
No.
Like pre-cut them into like terrains and stuff and then sell them.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, 100%.
It's that
because you can
arsey
charge
to
for
get.
labour. Yeah, for sure.
It's not yeah, you could. It's yeah, I should.
No,
to,
because
yeah, I will.
No, because what I'm about to say
Otherwise,
next
I'm
is
going to do it.
What I'm about to say next is no, you shouldn't. So took it home, took what I could, and then I was like, all right, what I could carry home from a mate's place.
The truck. It's just
he unloads it all. He starts jumping on it and shit, and then he spots a little sticker on the side that says hazardous material, wear mask, gloves, do not touch.
Well, I did have garbage bags of it. So, back to like toxins, all right? So then I'm like, I go to Bunnings, I got to get a hot wire cutter because I know you're not supposed to cut foam with knives and stuff because, fibers. So then I was like, I've got to get a mask. And then I asked the dude, look, I want to cut some hot XPS foam. He's like, what are you using? Wire cutter? He goes, I wouldn't be cutting that. That stuff will kill you probably as soon as you cut into it.
Yeah, if you breathe it in.
I'm like, really?
John's rolling around on it.
So that made me second think it. All right. So then I called my mate who's an actual builder.
I love it got to that point. He's already stolen the shit. Called the mate.
Started cutting it.
Yeah. Maybe I should check.
He's sawing it. Shit going everywhere.
He's got some degree in, I don't know, some scientist degree.
Can I cut foam? It was, how should I cut foam? You really shouldn't be going anywhere near it.
I called him and I asked him. And he goes, oh, look, well, basically, there's probably, like exactly like you were saying.
You didn't touch it with your hands, did you? No!
God forbid.
He goes,
perish the thought.
It's just stuck on his hands.
His hands are red.
He goes, touch it
on his face.
He goes, like, basically, look, as it is, there's probably nothing wrong with it. Cutting it with a hot wire cut is probably not going to be wrong, anything wrong with it. But it's exactly like that. Like, there's stuff in it that probably is toxic to you. In small doses, it's not going to do anything. But on the same line, you're already taking in toxins every day. Brake dust off the street. You're taking in dust, toxins.
There is a lot of dust
these
days.
Oh, man, when I used to work in, like, the logistics mobs, man, I'd spend 4 hours in the warehouse. And back when I was, like, shaving my head, because it was just easier to manage, I'd do a 4-hour shift, go home, have a shower, and everything
big afro of
dude,
dust.
it'd be black. The water would be black.
Yeah.
And we're talking 4 hours. We'd do 10-hour shifts in there. What are you breathing in 10 hours and then multiply that over 40 hours a week?
Yeah.
Well, because then I said, he goes, well, you used to be a concrete. He used to work with dust and powders. And he goes, well, you think about it. You've already got all that stuff in your lungs.
Yeah.
All the other stuff that you have to deal with.
The marble table, the kitchen bench workers.
Yeah.
They've all been getting cancer.
Yeah. Well, the same guy who helped me get that, I'll go to him. But basically he said, it's up to you. Like, you can or you can't. There's no yes or no, but just keep that in mind. So I ended up just leaving it with my mate, and he decides to use it himself. But then he's actually like cutting it with knives and like, dude, you should be wearing some protection. So I didn't end up using it at all.
Coughs out a lung. Why is that?
But his old man,
How could that be?
who's a welder,
Is that mine?
That's different.
who's a
Usually
welder,
it's a piece of liver.
his old man who's a welder, ended up getting cancer in the nose because the constant burning of all that stuff into his nose.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a question. Now, so we've got shops, retailers, manufacturers selling us shit that's clearly got bad stuff in it, right?
Yeah.
It's got to go through the government. It's got to get a tick from the government to say, hey, can we sell this? Can we not? And the government will usually be like, yeah, a soft yes.
Well, it gets a 5 out of 5 star hard
soft
rating.
yes, hard no, it's somewhere in between.
Yes, the one that's proven to be...
Yeah, right? Now, why would they still be selling us Fanta in plastic bottles if we know that the shit...
Because it's cheaper to make plastic bottles.
I know it's cheaper.
Donations.
Yeah. It's cheaper, right? But, see, this is the thing. Do manufacturers just think they're going to live forever?
Yes. Yes.
Is that the mentality?
Absolutely. I mean, like the biggest manufacturer, most mainstream companies are owned by like one company. We always know that. We've discussed this before. They're all basically owned by like the same four,
big 5, whatever it is. Yeah, Schweppes, Coke.
These guys are the ones that pays. They've been paying since the beginning. It was noted back in the 60s or whatever for the Heart Foundation ticks and the heart rating approvals and all that shit. They funded all this. So of course it's going to continue. See, the government doesn't independently do that.
I was thinking about it the other day, right? Like, I'm not going to delve right into it, but with Trump, right? His promises on the only policies.
We're delving right into it, aren't we?
No. I'm going to make it brief. The only policies.
No, I would love to touch on this.
The only policies that are clear cut within the Trump administration are tax cuts to his rich, billionaire friends, right? But it's like Trump's 80. Like, he's going to be 80. You know what I mean? How much longer has he got? Like, he could give all the tax breaks in the world, 4 years more in politics. He'll be 84 by the time he finishes, making him the oldest president ever, right? Biden's 81 and he dropped out. Yeah? But it's like, why are you doing this? For, like, ultimate... Like, you can't take it with you. Do you know what I mean?
It makes you think, like, is it really down to you actually are trying to make a difference, maybe?
What do you mean?
Like, maybe he genuinely thinks he can make a difference, and that's why he's doing it.
No, he's not.
Well, we don't know that.
Well, he had 4 years to make a difference. He didn't do shit.
No one does shit.
No.
Name one person who's made change in the last, like, say, 20 years.
Are we in what, American politics?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You want to go president by president? Should we ask AI? I'm not going to go through...
Just give one.
Man, Obamacare.
That was terrible. It's still terrible.
It's not terrible. It's better than what they had. It's better than what they had.
Apparently not.
It's a step into the right reform.
Not from what I've heard from people that live in the US that I know.
Okay. Regardless, all right? You can go through every single president and pick apart their policies. I don't care, all right? I'm just making a point.
Reagan. Didn't Reagan make
Reaganomics? That was terrible. They hated Reaganomics.
I don't know. What is it? Reagan smash.
Anyway, I'm just saying. Like, are these conglomerates that are poisoning the water and, like, selling us shit with plastic in it, the people at the top aren't going to live forever.
But the people that are carrying on the brand and the whole point of what that company exists about, they need to carry on that.
Okay, so does it become then a conspiracy theory sort of thing where, at the top 1% are just keeping everyone else?
But it's not even a conspiracy theory. It's a fact that, like...
Yeah, it's proven.
It's proven. All these people do research into finding the most addictive sources and materials out there.
The monopoly going.
Just to keep it going. Yeah. And people are too busy with their everyday life to care about it.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you change it? How does anyone change it?
No.
You listen to your parents who always tell you to eat stuff from the back of the backyard.
Okay, but
see the carrots out there?
I don't have a backyard.
Yeah,
hang on, I don't have a backyard, and chances are I'll never afford a backyard. I've got mortgages up until 2055. I'm going to be literally 2055. I'm going to be 70 when the mortgages are cleaned out. And I'll never have a backyard.
Won't you sell...
It won't make a difference.
The property?
It won't make a difference. I'm telling you, it won't make a difference.
I think most people aspire to pay off their mortgage before the 30-year mark.
Yeah, no, I hope. I hope, but even at the 30-year
mark... You could put a little garden on your balcony.
Yeah, you can get planter boxes.
It's 1 meter by, like,
That's fine.
1.7.
Planter
30
boxes.
centimeters by a meter, done.
I would have to get rid of like.
Do you have a barbecue there?
No.
Even better. You don't have that space. Take
You
it
got
out.
that little table thing.
Go to
outside.
Bunnings.
I've got a bar table. That's it. With
Go
a
to
chair.
Go to Bunnings. I'm
Hang
telling
on.
you now.
I've got a bar table with a chair, right, to allow myself the luxury of sitting in a space that's like literally 1 square meter, not even. All right, the bar table takes up the entire side.
I'm offering solutions, and you're looking for.
I'm just saying.
You're looking for excuses.
You want to fight?
You
All
want
right,
to
so
fight?
I need to change. So you're saying I need to get rid of my bar table to put a planter box there.
Sure.
To grow 6 tomatoes every 8 weeks.
Oh,
Beautiful.
baby, they're coming along.
Yeah, but you know,
You know what the flip side of that is?
Tomato plants grow multiple tomatoes,
You know
not
what the
just
funniest
6 in
part
8
is?
weeks.
I'm going to go home now and just light a dart out of spite and sit there and
have a
smoke-
banter.
and smoke
This is my
it.
second one today.
Just smoke it. Just
That's the equivalent of 1 full bottle.
take that, John.
And then I send him a photo of me just lying on a banana chair with the whole backyard just sitting there.
No, I'm just waiting for you with the mask, gloves, got foam in front of you. Hot wire.
Well, you saw that message that I sent the other day to that mate of mine. They put that post up on socials.
Oh, was that? Oh, okay.
Yeah, hang on. I'm going to read the post because it actually annoyed me.
But
Right?
the thing, though, is that is the way to go, though. If you don't want chemicals and all that, you're going to have to grow it yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that is the answer.
This person,
Even the organic stuff is like, it's so sus because they use pesticides still, but it's organic pesticides. It's like, what?
Yeah.
okay, so this person, all right, is an old friend of mine. I've known him, like probably close to 20 years now. And like I'm not as close as we were like back then, but like I still just flick a few messages every
Bit
now
of
and
cold
then,
shoulder.
right? And look, man, I say this about a lot of people, right?
Yeah, fact.
Outside, you're an idiot. I say this about a lot of people that I know. I don't exactly agree with either their political agenda or like lifestyle choices or whatever, and I'm happy to have an agree to disagree discussion about it, right? But sometimes some of the shit that comes through the wire is just like, are you fucking kidding? Like, really? And I've got to bite. And say something just to get the oxygen levels going again.
I like to think we keep a fairly amicable agreement on
Tim's
what's
sitting there at home. Just sitting there choking himself. All right, I'm ready to go.
No, it's okay. No. All right, so this person put up a post of like some grandma sitting by like a vegetable patch and there's like rows and rows. There's another photo of like some sort of lettuce field or whatever. And then there's like a big Aztec looking head over like a pyramid, right? And it says, did you know when it comes down to it, the only...
That's my segment.
Yeah. This is a
This is a
quote.
one of those for I should do one. Let me
When
do
it
one
comes
quickly.
down to it, the only knowledge that really matters is how to purify water, how to grow your own food, how to cook, how to build, and how to love. And funnily enough, we're not taught any of it in school. And I messaged her and just said, I remember purifying water in science class, collecting condensation. We literally had cooking and deck classes to cook and build, and psych classes literally teaches about empathy and human development. I also remember growing plants and learning about photosynthesis in primary school and high school.
Yeah.
Even like a lot, maybe like when
And
we
then-
were in school, they don't do it as much anymore. They didn't do it, but now, like a lot of primary schools have livestock there.
Yeah, they've got chickens.
rabbits,
Yeah,
and
they've
all
got
that.
the responsibility
Yeah,
of
they
looking
teach
after
them
the chickens and
responsibilities
stuff.
and all that. Yeah,
And so
yeah.
they've-
They come in one day, all the chickens' heads are
And
gone.
look, to be balanced, right?
Kids.
This was their response. How much of it is bullshit though, and how much is actually useful? Maybe your school was more hands-on. My school was useless and a waste of time. I even studied business and got A's, yet didn't know how to run my own business. There are snippets of shit, but it's about as much as a doctor gets taught about nutrition, close to nothing. It's not entirely wrong. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I did business management. Didn't get me anywhere. I did an advanced diploma in business management. Didn't get me anywhere. It's when I started a business, I started learning, getting mentored by someone in business that I learned.
I think that's a two-pronged approach. One, yeah, sure, it should be taught. I remember doing, especially the photosynthesis stuff. Like, I remember learning that specifically in primary school, and I loved it for whatever reason. I thought it was really interesting. Yeah. Science was fun back then. I don't know how they do it now, but back then it was really interesting. But at the same time, I never stopped learning. Like, I still take that, and I always know that there's more things that I can learn and go and research myself outside of school. So if someone's getting, and this isn't a crack at your friend, since you know there's a chance they listen to this, but if they're getting an A in business management and then just going off and not
Thinking
being
that's
able to
it.
run
Yeah.
a successful business, well, I'm sorry, but you're an idiot. Like, you shouldn't be getting A's at that point. And if you do, then you're supposed to be developing further on those skills and abilities, and then touching the waters with going and speaking to others business owners. How are you doing it? Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's about research and understand. You don't just dive right in and fail. I mean, you can, but you should learn and adapt and try again.
Do you think that's also something that different approaches to life, though? Different people have different approaches.
Yeah,
like
people don't use common sense.
Yeah, but again,
No, what
if
I'm
you
thinking-
don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, but then you would educate yourself.
Yeah.
So you would learn. So like for whatever, let's say business or if it's a hobby or a sport or whatever, you start off crap at it, but you don't just come out of your education and think, all right, now I know everything there is to know about that specific subject or topic or whatever. You would further educate yourself. You would learn more. And that's life. You just learn. Life is learning.
So you could go to uni and get a degree, but you go knocking on the doors of the first place you want to get a job at, you'll soon realise you don't know anything.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how hands-on the course is, doesn't compare to real-life world experience.
No,
Yeah?
absolutely not.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, man, I started a business, how old was I? 23, I think, when I first started a business. Probably a bit younger than that. And it had some success and then it didn't. Like, as in, we sort of stopped it, right? And you start things to varying degrees of success. The business I'm running now, I started in 2018, the process, but I aligned myself with someone to have as a mentor, and I had a personal lifestyle mentor as well. Like, I had two mentors established in their fields, completely separate. One was in STEM, one wasn't. One was in business and finance. And it was between the two of them that I actually started putting in healthy practices and logical approaches and stuff like that, because I had actual mentorship in the industries that I was trying to think. And I'm like, 5 years in now, man, more than that. And I'm still learning every day.
Yeah.
Still refining. You still got to keep your ear to the market. Still learning shit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm mentoring people in the industry now as well. But at the same time, I don't claim to know anything about business. I can help you get started, but we're all looking for help.
Well, that's like now with work. I'm looking at a possible job change.
Not completely. The man whore.
And I'm looking to go...
OnlyFans or the streets?
I was thinking OnlyFans, actually. Yeah. I know Andy will buy my stuff.
Somehow works the miniatures into it.
Oh, I got to support.
He's naked.
He puts them in between his toes.
I just have him sit him on my butt cheeks.
Oh, my God.
Going to war on the battlefield.
Continue, please.
So I'm looking to maybe, possibly in the new year, going towards the glasses side.
Oh, okay.
Leaving the other job
The
and
other
going to
thing.
the glasses. But the problem is, like, even though I am so confident with my other job in every aspect of it, now I'm doing more with the glasses, and I've had to tell them, just throw me in, because I need to learn as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
So that I can come in and be not fully equipped, but as much as to my ability, so that when I get started, I'm already running, instead of like having to go through a full learning process like a new person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting at. Like, I could easily just go in and say, all right, I'll start now, and I'll just want to go at my own pace.
Show me the ropes.
I want $180,000. I want a Jag for a company car. I want a house in Malibu. I want a house in Canberra. I want a private helicopter.
Yeah, we can get you a used Jack. I said new Jack.
So I went to the head office last Monday.
I want a pack of Kingstons on my desk every fucking morning. And none of that Kensington shit.
And
I brought you a pack of Kensingtons. I see Kingston. And where's my donuts?
What is this, amateur hour?
sprinkled.
I'm going to throw you in the deep end tonight.
Why does he have like a bogan accent?
That's his formal bogan.
We're talking about him. Like.
I brought you Kingston, John. Can you read, love? Do you need a pair of glasses? I'll sell you some. This is Kensington.
So I went to the head office for training, full day training, okay?
Yeah.
And like majority of people, everyone there was an adult. Everyone there was over between 30 and 50. Like there's a wide variety. There's a couple 20-year-olds.
There was you.
And there was me. There's a wide variety range.
John's got one of those caps with the little propeller on the top. It's got a yo-yo.
Wow!
Never been in an office before.
Why do I feel like a kangaroo's about to appear when you're talking? Look at the kangaroo!
Stop. We're never going to get through this. Go.
You're the one that keeps saying things.
Can you give me some water, please? I'm dying. I think you might need to recap the story.
Do you want a big one or a little one?
Nah, a little one.
All right. So basically with as far as educating myself with the job, I was like, all right, well, start sending me to training stuff at the head office. Like, if I'm going to do this, I need to be as fully like equipped and as trained up as possible. So they sent me to the first one, and there was a wide range of ages there. There was about 12 of us in the room that day.
1 to 12. So Billy Madison.
Did I say 1 to 12?
No.
There was a couple maybe young 20-year-olds, like maybe 21, 22, but majority were well over their 30s, 40s. There was a couple in their 50s.
Sure they were. Look, John.
Majority of them had been there probably for about...
To children, even young people look old.
1 to 3 months. Some had been there about a year, so forth. Everyone's there in different stages of how far they are.
Uh-huh.
Now, the actual trainer was getting pretty annoyed because no one was, like, even though they were there to learn, no one was actively participating because they were just kind of, where there was shyness, fair enough, I can get it because it's a room full of strangers. But no one was like, this was your chance to ask questions and get details,
involved.
like get involved. No one was asking nothing.
Yeah.
And like, there was the only two people that'd been there for a while was me and this other young guy. He was there about 13 months. And it was most of us two doing all the questions. And it was like, oh, can I get this and this and this and that? And it sorted out all these questions that I've been holding on to for ages that a lot of people weren't answering back at work. And it was like, all right, well, there you go. Like, if you want to learn, you learn. It's as simple as that. You ask the questions. But also that day, I probably gave COVID to all of them.
Does anyone have any questions? John puts his hand up. How long does it take for the symptoms of COVID to show up? What? Why do you ask? No reason. No reason.
I'm there, like, pulling out butter menthols and soothers, like, just sucking them down the whole day. They're having to do face-to-face interactions and trainings.
It's
and,
got the Vicks inhaler.
Role-playing and that. Handshaking, nice to meet you. Yes, thank you, all that. Up close.
Dry. Not even a golf handshake, like a full, like, hip-hop handshake.
And I get a call from a mate that night. Oh, yeah, by the way, I got COVID. You might want to test yourself.
Someone sneezes, pulls out a hanky. Would you like to use mine?
Wake up the next morning, do the test, lights up like a...
You realise most people on the planet don't feel they need education, right?
Actually, there's a government stat. Here you go.
What do you mean? Like, yeah, well, I suppose that's what I'm getting at. Like, a lot of people think they know what they need to know, and then that's it, and then they're fully...
Most people feel that they're already at the top of their game in everything.
Well, they're dumbasses.
Average age of the Australian population's reading ability?
Grade 6.
What do you mean average age?
Sorry, what average grade?
Grade 6.
Like year.
As in...
School.
Able to read.
Yeah, their ability. Like that level of that...
No idea. I couldn't tell you.
Grade 5. You're really close.
That's the average age?
That's the average age.
I know that because it's the same thing similar to America. In America. Yeah, I think it's grade 4 in America.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. That's the average age ability of reading ability of Australians in general. Like, it's a general statistic, but that's the average.
Nah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. All government communications, when they're put out, have to cater to a grade 5 or less reading ability.
Is that why you have those COVID ads on TV that are really like basic
public notices?
Like public notices, they're like,
hey,
it's okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Grade 5. That seems really low.
And that's why sometimes when you read them, they're like, this doesn't make sense. It's like, yeah, it's because they took it to a child.
Yeah. A bit like Belka.
What a segue!
Wow.
The segue.